Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're still doing this thing, even though it's 2026, a bit late, but never delayed. Uh, we are back here again in Naya Prayas. Anup is here with me, and like we discussed some times ago, we are doing a bit something different this year. We are trying to take all the experiences we accumulated over last year from all those books we read and going to write something by ourselves. And let's see if we can write something better than the four. I forgot the name of the book. Anup, how do you feel?
The the four agreements, man.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
four
I
agreements.
feel good. I feel good. This is something new, and yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so during the last week, or even for Arnab's case, probably longer, we have been trying to put our knowledge to work and try to write something. For myself, I am a huge procrastinator, so I haven't written anything of significance, but I think Anup has written quite a bit. Anup, maybe you can do a bit of an introduction and say about what you're going to write.
Sure. So actually, like, I think it's a bit of cheating because I wrote this quite a while ago, but this week I just read something. It should be a novel, and the title should be The Thrash,
Okay.
right? It is about a prison and about inmates, but it should be something with an open interpretation, so like it must not necessarily be
Let's not
prison with inmates, but
let's
yeah.
not spoil
uh,
the themes. Uh, Rather
mm,
than going into the themes, let's just say about the
mm,
plot itself, right? Rather than, there are underlying themes to our stories for sure,
mm.
but there is a plot that's going to drive, and let's focus on that. I think the theme is
Uh,
for the reader to interpret now.
okay. So until now I have two characters, right? And yeah, and it's about their life basically.
Okay, could you possibly please read us a paragraph or so, and we'll play this game where I try to guess what you are trying to write.
uh,
I mean, what is going to happen in the future, and maybe you can say something like that as well.
Okay. So maybe it will take like 5 to 7 minutes, but here I go. Okay. Um, the trash. It was a regular Sunday morning when M met the first sunlight in his face. He was slightly annoyed as his roommate, you see, told him he will take a dump. Come on, man, right now? I'm still trying to sleep, was his question. F you want me to keep it inside? Was his response. Although the two squabbled almost 3 to 5 times a day, they were known to be buddies. He just wanted to be left alone until the big day. In Thrash, there was a certain hierarchy. Which one follows? Only the older ones, like you see, were excluded from these hierarchies, as these possessed the most important power of all in the Thrash. They had the knowledge, shortcuts, and all the valuable surviving skills in the Thrash. During the first weeks of M in the Thrash, UC couldn't care less about his roommate. M was rather a quiet persona and relatively small and fragile in comparison to others. One does not survive this way in the world outside, let alone in the Thrash. M was assaulted multiple times by other Thrashers, as M didn't behave as one should during the first days. One time it got so bad that UC stepped in and told others to not touch him anymore. Slowly, M started to see how things work around here. UC was a rather big person. He was 7 feet tall and weighed almost twice as M. UC was in the trash for a long time. He saw a lot of inmates going in, but never out. The only way out of the trash was death. Some of them were killed, whereas some of them took their own lives. Going through all Going through all this day in and day out, UC himself had transformed a lot. When asked, he could not remember how long he had been there already, or how he was called before his time in the trash. He was a lot tougher than the rest of the thrashers. This may be one of the reasons why he was able to glue himself in the trash. Unlike the rest of the ruins around the trash, he would not participate in the ragging of which were referred the freshcomers were referred to as filth. After the initial months, they would be called garbage, then later on they would be branded as recyclables. Their cell had almost the same size as the rest of other cells. It had a small toilet on the right side of the door and close nearby a small basin. They didn't have any mirrors, as this was frequently used in the past to make some tools or even weapons and used against each other. But lately, M thought this was because they wanted the inmates to lose the last ounce of their identity. The two of them shared a bunk bed where UC was in the upper row and M in the lower one. M didn't have a lot of say. He already began questioning his decision in coming in the trash. Life was better outside, he claimed, but he had to come to the trash to pay off his debt. He was noticing change, physically and mentally, ever since the first day. He was scared of all the uncertainties, whether he would be able to pay his debt off. Aside from this, he was scared for his family back in home. Mom was growing old, and dad stopped working. His wife and kids could not sustain for longer. Had he not decided to come here? Sometimes you need to take difficult decisions in life, he used to tell himself. He didn't ask UC about his previous life, and UC likewise did not ask for his previous life. They say people in trash understand each other without exchanging words. So these are like my three paragraphs. Siraj.
Wow, wow. It was really engrossed. I was really into it. Oh, it's such a shame. That's all that you wrote. Oh, that's. I see a lot of good potentials to this story. Interesting. Um, yeah. I like it. How I want to see how it goes. I have a feeling it's going to be something like a revolution inside Thras, and there's going to be, like you see, is going to be kind of like the main character for it. Is like the silent guy. He's got the protagonist aura, and
Mm,
I think
mm,
he's going to
mm.
make some things to shake up.
Yeah.
Quite nice, quite
let's
nice.
let's wait and see. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I feel very inadequate now because I haven't written something half as good, to be honest.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna come up with a title yet, to be honest. It's a oh yeah, what I'm trying to picture is, at least I will just tell you what my goal was, and then I will let you
Mm,
judge for it. Is that
mm,
I'm thinking about a science fiction world where
mm,
they lived uh, in organic life forms. So currently our life forms are organic, that is made out of carbons, and in
mm,
this world, the world is made out of inorganic life forms, and humans have kind of colonized it. It's kind of like that. I'm yet to think
mm,
about the details, but I'll just read you the
mm,
first paragraph I've written. I haven't written so much more,
mm.
and I think you would enjoy the main character of this story.
Ah, come on.
So, a silent beginning. As I feel myself drifting in the sky, there is a sense of anticipation and fear. I have never ridden a metallic bird before, and the gusts of wind that hit my body every time it flipped its wing sent chills down my spine. I grab hold to its metallic feathers, trying my best to not fall off it. Even though there is plenty of space around me, I am still fearful of the turbulence sweeping me up and throwing me to the ground. The metallic bird we are riding is like a large eagle, but made up of iron, zinc, and other metals. In this strange world, life is made up of all the elements and not simply organic molecules. This is why the world is filled with animals of gigantic proportions. At least that is what my companion Dilipit says. He is a humanoid of my own size, made up of carbon-based molecules like myself. His proportions are, however, ill-formed. He is built with a big, bloated upper body with timber-like legs. His arms are also large in comparison to me. What if I fall down? Thoughts run through my head. In the turbulent flight, I can barely see down from my position. The sky is eerie maroon in color, and the clouds metallic gray. Dilipit, who is flying beside me, holds onto my arm. He is a big humanoid who brought me atop the Titan we are currently flying on. Worry not, Mr. Pochrel. The flight is only 10 more minutes, and Delibird is trying its darnest fastest, says my companion. And that's the last one I wrote. There's a bit of disconnect I can see. It's because I was just editing the parts at the top and to the bottom. But
Mm, mm, mm,
yeah,
mm. Oh no, no, it was nice. With the organic life form, right?
yeah,
It was quite nice, and the main character is Mr. Pokhrel.
yeah. And
Interesting.
yeah. Anyway, the
Mm,
thing is, I'm just what I'm trying to see is like try
mm,
to explore a scenario. I haven't thought in detail about the plots, right? But I'm
mm,
trying to
mm,
explore a scenario where this guy who is from an organic life form reaches an
mm,
inorganic planet in some sense,
mm,
and
mm,
then he has to survive there somehow. and
Okay.
yeah, it's going to have to be. I, I I have to tell you, it's out of my depth, to be honest. I'm more comfortable
Mm-hmm.
writing topics related to slice of life or drama kind of things. But in this case, I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted
Mm-hmm.
to try something new,
Yeah.
put myself out there. As I would say,
Mm.
I'm a bit influenced the by the book by Lovecraft that we read.
Ah, right, right.
Yeah, right. If
Yeah.
you remember, it's kind of
The
something
color out of space, right?
exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like that with uh,
Mm, mm,
out of this world imagination, and I want to
mm.
do something like that. So I know it probably sounds not so good. Hopefully,
Mm,
I'm able to write slightly better than this after some edits.
mm,
But
mm, mm, mm.
yeah, that's at least for
But
now.
it was quite nice. It was quite nice. At least like the beginning of the story, like the introduction was really nice actually.
Yeah, thank
But
you very much.
like let give me also the text form so I can go over it again.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what we can let's do it this way is that we finish a chapter and then let's share the
Mm,
text after that, and then we can read it again and
mm.
then come up to our own conclusions. At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
this exercise is just to make good to all the criticism that we did last year. So just like
Mm,
a wake up call for us to not only be the negative Nancy, but also put
yeah.
ourselves in a shoes of a writer and then try our best to create something, because at the end of the day it's much easier to critique someone than create something of your own.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely. No. Yeah.
So that was it for the first week. I have to admit I feel much better than what I was anticipating before. To
Mm.
be honest,
Yeah.
I was not hoping it would be quite fun. I will
Mm.
try much better next time as well. And
No, 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 don't be so hard with yourself. I found it quite nice, man.
yeah, next week we'll come back, extend upon our chapters, right?
Mm.
And then yeah, uh, we do this new adventure that we have set ourselves up to, right?
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Do you have anything else you would like to add?
Um, no, no. I This was actually quite interesting. The story, why I wrote this story and how it came to this story is also really interesting. But let's do that after we finish this story.
Exactly.
Then I
Yeah.
will like to tell the motivation.
Yeah. Let's leave the themes for interpretation to the readers
Mm,
or
mm,
anybody who's listening to us, right? So
mm.
that they can make their own mind up, and let's not explain to them what our motivations are, what subtext we want to imply.
Yeah.
And maybe people will write it in the comment section how they felt. So
Mm,
that was it once again. It was a great week. I had a We will continue doing this. Uh,
mm.
our listeners have a brief, rough idea of what we are intending to do. And yeah, thank you very much, Anu.
Oh, thank you for
Then
having
have,
me. Yeah.
yeah, then have a nice week, everyone.